Welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space 2 on the Reawakening Update. This is Series 11, Episode number 9. I'm JC Proton, and we are picking up at turn number 29. We're about to have an election. We are playing a standard faction of the Cravers on Endless difficulty in a fast speed game. In this episode, we are going to be finishing our invasion at Kochab, and we'll be conquering the Pilgrims, and we'll get their Zealous Exploration faction trait, which gives our probes basically 50% more vision radius and 50% longer range. It makes them fantastic. That is the thing that's going to happen. We've also spotted this minor faction over here, the Harashims. Space Dietitians is their ability. I'm not very motivated about that one, so I think that's one we could have a long-term war with. I can also see that there appears to be another minor faction over here. So we're going to be discovering them and declaring war. Currently, the only war we have is with the Unfallen. The Sophons, we have one turn left on our truce. So as soon as that truce wraps up, then we'll be able to go back to war with them. Right now, it is, I think it's still expensive to declare war. Let's see.
Happiness level 1 over affinity.
1 divided by affinity. That's a very small number, wouldn't it be? Declare war is, still expensive. In way more influence than we have. Cravers aren't big on influence. We don't need influence, We let our weapons do the talking. First things first, let's take a look. All other things we'll do. We're going to upgrade our troops, and we're going to take a look at our battle tactics as well. So let's take a look at the troops. We have plenty of money right now. We're going to update our laws even as well. Can't quite afford this one, but we don't really want to use up all of our titanium and hyperium. But we can do the 600. That's no problem. We have over 3,000 dust left still. Let's take a look at our battle tactics. So I remember take trophies used to be like a medium range one or something. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to do some of the cool battle tactics I got. We got gravity distortion ++ and plasma distortion ++. And I'll go with powered shields, turtle, and then those two. So one is extra shielding and stay at long range. The other one is extra armor plating and short range. And then gravity distortion and plasma distortion are both, they're all three depending distances. And one of them is focusing on kinetic penetration, and the other is focused on energy penetration. So depending on what you're going up against, gives me a more variety of battle tactic cards to use on fleet battles. All right, cool. So we upgraded our ground troops. We upgraded our fleet battle tactics. Let's go ahead and invade at Kochab. And I think we can just walk right in, man. I think we can just go guerrilla. I don't think I don't think they're gonna have a chance. Bunker down. Alright, so we could consume the system. Minor civilizations faction trait will be permanently lost. We could pillage, get some dust, but we would suffer a disapproval penalty because we're not a dictatorship. Strangely enough, the autocracy or whatever it is that we have doesn't count, I don't believe. But we're definitely gonna occupy so we can get it. So we want that faction trait. Pilgrims on Kochab. Let's see what they got going on over here. For system development. Alright, well we can lose the eco habitat. And everything else is fine. They got a lot of stuff built. And they're at 0%. We get 16% per turn, so it takes about 6 or 7 turns to get ownership. They are mutinous. There are 4 of them for now, but it looks like they're starving because they're not happy. They're not wanting to work. So we'll just queue up a few things in preparation for abandoning the system, honestly. There are no curiosities. There's no strategic resources. There's no reason to keep the system, honestly. But we'll queue some stuff up just to pretend like we're keeping it. It'll be some things that we can scrap before we abandon the system. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and just rename it right now. Pilgrims. All right, cool. Very nice. Bunker down. So bunker down is 30% extra defending troop health. Well, you see the stats here. Population death, improvement destruction, and offensive bombardment damage all reduced. It's a pretty good defensive tactic. Neutron star is over here. Cool. You know what? That would be a really good spot, like to camp out a an Overwatch type ship, like a scout ship with a lot of Hyperion probes on it. This is another one too. A hat. You know what? I need to probably make some of those. I should probably make some Overwatch type ships. So it's just a scout. And I just load it up with Hyperion probes, as many as it will carry for maximum vision radius. And then, yeah, these ones are going to be armed, bro. We'll call it Overwatch. And, yeah, let's make some of these. Oh, got an attacker that got built. And they're going to be slow. They only have a speed of 4. Maybe start making them after I do my initial batch of attackers. And then at the A system, we're going to want some as well. See, we produced an outpost ship. Yeah, we got a whole colony wave going on, man. This one is going to Zang. This one's going to Gatria. This one is going to Osulo. This one is going to Akamar. So that's rocking. You know what? Okay, so let's get our fleets going. Yeah, let's see what we have for manpower. Actually, this guy can explore, can't he? So let's take this hero off the fleet. This guy has reduced movement speed, right? Because, yeah, second ruining horde, there was an event. Lunchtime. The second ruining horde is -2 movement points. So we need to, there's a trick you can avoid to get rid of that malice. And the trick is you get rid of that fleet. So I'm going to merge these together. They're the second ruining horde, right? Now this guy, the leader, is going to leave second ruining horde, right? And now I'm going to have second ruining horde. See, now he's up to his movement speed of 8 instead of 6. And now, oh, it didn't work. I thought it was going to work. Okay. It used to work where you could basically get out of that malice by eliminating the fleet name. All right, let's go ahead and explore this curiosity. We got a whole lot of nothing. Let me fiddle around with this a bit and see if I can get rid of that malice. there we go. I fiddled around with it some more, and it looks like we got it. Now he has 8 movement instead of 6 again. And the intruder is speed 11, and these fleets are speed 5, just like they're supposed to be. All that is good. Okay, so at this point, the only ships that are below full manpower is just the intruder. So I could have him wait here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and head him back here to Husk. He can get there in 2 turns. And I'm going to have this hero also head back to Husk. And then this fleet is going to all merge together. And they're at full manpower, 528 of 528. So we're going to go ahead and move out from Pilgrims. We're going to head up here to Jim. Or Jim. I don't know. We'll guard. Next turn we might move up to Farver. We'll see if we get any action here. So his objective is, yeah, we're blocking this, but we're also going to be engaging in combat in whatever comes our way, for sure. Okay, so we now have Zealous Exploration. So our probes are on steroids for the rest of the game. So we're going to go with Tarot, and we're going to explore. We're at Curiosity Expedition Power 3 already. Oh, looky there. We've got Eden Incense. Isn't that our booster? Population details. Yes. Okay. So that would be something where if we have some Eden Incense income, we could, if we get enough, we can occasionally boost ourselves, which is pretty cool. Okay. So comparison of normal probes to these probes. Look how much bigger the vision radius is. Nice. All right, cool. Okay, so this is a scavenger. He has 5 probes, so it's 1 titanium, 1 hyperium, and then this is a scout, and he has 2 hyperium probes. All right, so he'll probably, he's at 2 probes. I can fly him over to Indusa. He already sent out a whole spray of probes, so that'll explore a lot. And this one has 5 movement left. He's at 4 probes. He might as well send some probes out. All right, I'm just going to keep on. I'm going to fly on forward here. I'm eager to see who this population is. And let's see here. There's a star lane here. So Zarak does not have anything to explore. And neither does Timos. Okay, so I don't really have a reason to not be at war with them. My approval could be better. Could definitely be better. Okay, let's do that. Hey, first contact. What's going on, man? Guess what? Yep, that's right. We're at war. Yeah, we got to replace the war that just ended with the Pilgrims, right? All right. That's better. Okay, so that's the neutron star over here. Bilgeli. Okay, that's a nice planet. It's a unique. Yeah, It's a really nice, nice planet. That'll be fun when we get it. It's going to be a while till we get that one. We're going to have to take it from the Sophons, obviously. Another neutron star up here. Yep, at Harishams. We already started a war with them. Cravers are growing. Looks like we're starting to run out of space. Looks like AB and AE, we may need to shuffle some populations around soon. We got an outpost built. We got an attacker built here. I think I'm going to start building attackers and sending them up here towards Regulus. Certainly can go to Dackle for sure, at least. Surveys in, 100% militarist approval. Yeah, everybody wants to be in the military party when you're Cravers. All right, we colonized this tundra planet. Nice. Good deal. All right, and we'll figure out anything we need to do there in a bit. Feeding pits. Feeding pits at AE. Okay, so everybody is for 5 turns. You get extra approval and food. The munching will go on for 5 turns. Nom, nom, nom. I think they're chowing down on Horatios. Yeah, that was not the end to their vacation that they were wanting, that's for sure. And we completed level 2 modernization. So at this point, do we have anything that we need to modernize? There's a Pilgrims. Yeah, we're not going to bother with sending populations off there. We'll just let them be. Once we get ownership of it, we'll probably just disband this colony. All right, so he can get here in 1 turn. Great. So this is a scout. 6 probes, so he has 2 Hyperion probes. He gets 2 probes from... Ooh, purple. Oh, you know who this is? This is the Riftborn. And they have Jade Onyx. Oh, that's a scary scenario. They're really good. I mean, they're based on industry, right? They build their population. Didn't they get this bonus over here? This deed? They did. Study of Worlds? Wasn't that a Jade Onyx reward? I think it was. So they would have gotten a whole bunch of Jade Onyx, and it's a resource that they would probably be using for their solar system development upgrades. That's going to be pretty lively. What's their score? 622. Yeah, they're in first place. Yeah, I think there's a reason why they're in first place, man. And they've got Jade Onyx, man. And they got a big reward of it, and they're controlling the constellation too. It's funny, it's a food bonus. They don't really get much benefit from a food bonus. I mean, they're minor populations that they have control of benefit from it, but wow, okay. So the Riftborn are going to be a serious competitor. It's not good for the Sophons. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place, man. Because I don't know. We'll see how friendly they can be with the Riftborn. All right, well, let's send some probes out. I have a tendency of sending probes in the direction that my scout is not going. So now we have extra probe range, and we've got 6 probes. I would say, yeah, see how much bigger these are than the old probes? So, yeah, we'll send probes out here. Something down that way. Something down that way. And something over there. And something over there. That's 4. And then we'll do 1 there. And we'll split those. And then next turn we'll send 1 more out that way, and we'll probably fly over here to IMEX. So we'll have a nice spray of probes looking out this way, and then our other scout ship that's over here somewhere will eventually explore that outer area. And we'll produce some Overwatch ships, and we'll park 1 here, and we'll park 1 over here, and maybe fly 1 over here towards Alcyone. And we could put an Overwatch ship. We put 1 here at Lita, an NGC, and IC. Those will all be good spots for Overwatch ships. Kind of keep an eye on things. Yep. Okay, so this fleet's guarding here. We're bringing fleet back here to Husk, and then we're going to assemble, head over to Aldebaran, and then head on up to Regulus. So we could probably use with some more military ships coming out of Husk. So let's do some attackers. And let's see, how long is it going to be until this guy gets here? 2 turns. 1, 2. So we need 2 turns worth of attackers. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, just 2. I think 2 will be enough. We could make another one and have him fly and like catch up. Maybe. It's worth a shot. We'll try. All right, let's see. This guy over here, instead of going all the way to Merope, let's have him stop at Paradalis. Since I'm sure he's full of probes, right? Yep, he's got 5. He's fully charged. Whew, those are long range, man. Those are really long range. We'll split these just for fun, so we have a really good look at it. No surprises hiding out out there. All right, and I think we can just move all our fleets now. Okay, the lost ratio at the AE3 system. Yeah, man, this is Voidstone. That's so good. Man, we are going to be hard to stop. We are going to be hard to stop, man, with Voidstone. All right, so a Subterranean and another Subterranean 3. Yep. So it looks like the plan is right now, Voidstone at the top 2 levels. We're going to use Deciduous trees at all 3 levels of upgrades. And the only thing that's a question mark now is what are we doing at the top level at level 4? Are we going to get a rare resource? So we have 1 probe left on the lost ratio. It's going to start heading this way. It'll take 2 turns to get there, and we'll get 2 probes back. So he'll arrive at Dakhel with 3 probes, and there are 3 Subterranean 3s here. So I think that's 3 more deposits. That's crazy. We're going to have 7 Voidstones, I think. That's going to be super strong. That's going to be super strong for us. So we didn't get Jade Onyx. That's the fun thing about doing it this way, like kind of going hard mode or whatever, is not only do I not have Jade Onyx, but somebody else does. And the way it turned out in this game, the Riftborn have it. Oh! So we're going to have, that's going to be, and they have really powerful military ships too. So this should be a really fun, fairly challenging, hopefully fairly challenging game. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. He's done for the turn. Something else I want to look at is our research. We are doing this research on split-second ablatives with the intent of being able to build and modify guard-class ships. I was hoping that I would be able to update the design for this intruder ship, but I might not be able to. Like, I'm going to create a ship named Intruder and see if I can edit the design, and that'll let me edit this one, but I kind of think maybe that's not the case. That might have been in vain. So we'll find out here in a couple of turns. The research is going a little slower than I would like. Looks like we can have this done in 2 turns. But I want to look at our laws too. We have a lot of dust income. You know, we're running at plus 500 a turn. So I am not used to how fast the elections go in a fast game. I was asleep at the switch. I should be running brains over bucks, like all the time. Especially since we have deciduous trees as a resource, we're going to have a lot of dust on our hands, probably the whole game. So right now we're at a 464 science. Let's go ahead and run brains over bucks. And that gets us up to 557. And how's our approval? If we can get another war going, like with the Sophons next turn, maybe we'll also start running Cram Exam. We might start running Cram Exam. Like, I almost want to run Cram Exam and then pass Toys for Boys if we need to. Let's try that and see what happens for like a turn. So now we get it done in 1 turn. We're at 718. Yeah, we've got a couple of systems that are a little bit not as happy as we would like, but you know what? The net result is it's still good enough. So yeah, I'm cool with going with that. Looks like we're all set for the turn. I'll see you guys back next episode. We'll be starting at turn number 30. Thanks everybody for watching.